Who needs a radioactive sandwich when cosmic rays can spice up your day? Fans have been waiting for months to find out who will play the first family in the Marvel Cinematic Universe version of Fantastic Four. Many A-listers, including Adam Driver and Matt Smith, have been tossed around to play Reed Richards, but it looks like Jake Gyllenhaal has beaten out the competition and is the casting director's top pick. Han! Not only that though, another installment in the Chocolate Factory Dreams franchise is in the works, and it looks like we may be getting back the original cast back together for this one. So if that stirred up your interest, continue watching for the whole scoop on the next big movies to hit theaters. Here's everything you need to know. Meanwhile, a lot is happening underwater, deep in the oceans, and you should definitely know about it. Recently, Aquaman 2, which has been plagued by production issues and other delays, will finally hit theaters on December 20th and usher in an exciting new era for the DC Extended Universe. The trailer digs into Atlantis' undersea world and unveils the vengeful Black Manta's return. This time, Black Manta's quest for vengeance against Aquaman is picked up from where it left off in the first film. According to the trailer, he's armed with the Black Trident, a weapon of mass destruction that might destroy everything Aquaman cares about. On top of that, the trailer also features details regarding how Aquaman realizes that he cannot defeat such a powerful competitor without the help of his imprisoned brother, Orm, the former king of Atlantis. So as the Earth's last line of defense, they unite to stand up to Black Manta and safeguard those they care about and the world they live in. Honestly, I won't deny that the concept sounds interesting, even if it is standard fare for a superhero film. Though the fact that this is the final DCEU film means that we will be saying goodbye to beloved characters like Henry Cavill's Superman and Ben Affleck's Batman, with many others in line. Right now, everyone is literally on the edge of their seats, awaiting the release of Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom on December 20th, since it looks like an exciting underwater adventure. And, well, so am I. The surprises in the upcoming Deadpool 3 film don't appear to be over yet, and this one will definitely come as a shock to you guys as fans. Now, I know most of you were hoping to see some returning faces from the Fox Marvel era in Deadpool 3. Yet now it's being said that everyone's favorite, or not, that's a debate for another day, Harry Potter Daniel Radcliffe will make a cameo appearance. That's right. According to reports, the plot of Deadpool 3 is rumored to explore the subject of parallel universes at length, though it's still questionable how a nerd wizard will fit in a world full of R-rated concepts. But let's just wait and hope to see how that unfolds. Anyway, with the success of the recent reboots starring Hugh Jackman's Wolverine and Jennifer Garner's Elektra, the idea has gained steam. So if the rumors about Radcliffe's appearance are true, it will be his biggest part since Harry Potter days. Not to forget, the date of May 3rd, 2024 has been set as the official premiere of Deadpool 3, directed by Sean Levy. So make sure to mark that as a priority on your calendars. Meanwhile, it's widely known that movies based on anime and manga don't always succeed as the source material did, mainly because the difference between the anime style and what is expected from a live-action adaptation may be very frustrating. But while other live-action One Piece adaptations have failed, Netflix's version appears to have nailed it. Yup. The good news is that Netflix has approved the production of a second season of One Piece, which is basically in line with what the showrunners have said before about their plans to continue the live-action adaptation of the show. So if you haven't already seen it, the official Netflix Twitter account made the renewal announcement in a very adorable way. On the other hand, the CEO of Tomorrow Studios, which produces One Piece for Netflix, Marty Adelstein, says they have screenplays ready to go. This means that if everything goes smoothly, you can expect it to arrive in approximately a year. That schedule, yet is dependent on studios meeting the demands of their performers and writers, including providing them with appropriate salaries and ending any strikes that may be in progress at the time. So there's that. Recently, as confirmed by Brightburn's production company, The Age Collective, development on the film's sequel is also continuing with speed. Brightburn, which premiered in 2019, featured Jackson A. Dunn in the role of Brandon Breyer, an amazing alien adopted by a Kansas couple. Taking a dark turn from the traditional DC Superman story, Brandon first causes havoc in a sleepy Kansas village, before turning his heat vision on the rest of the world. Worth a watch, right? Of course, with Brandon, otherwise known as Brightburn in the movie, just starting to inflict disaster on the planet at the end of the first film, fans were left wondering where the sequel would go. But if you remember, a scene during the credits suggested that there were other villains with superpowers. Now the question everyone is asking is whether or not Brightburn will give audiences a darkly altered Justice League, or with time, has Brightburn's hold on the globe become stronger, requiring the birth of a heroic superhero to bring him down? Well, as interesting as those hypotheticals are, we'll just have to wait this one out. At the same time, Timothée Chalamet may have only just begun his role as the world's most famous chocolatier, Willy Wonka, given the filmmaker of the upcoming Charlie and the Chocolate Factory prequel, Paul King, hasn't ruled out returning for a sequel. Now, for those of you who haven't had the time or interest to watch it for that matter, Wonka transports us to a time far before the events of the previous two adaptations, when we see an idealistic chocolatier at work, striving to satisfy his customers with delicious treats. Beyond that, Willy's unconventional approach to candy production is sure to divide opinion. And this time around, the film will also explore Willy's initial meeting with the Oompa Loompas, who would go on to become his reliable factory worker and friend, or so the rumors say. According to the director, I would definitely like to do more, and I'd like to spend more time in this world. Dahl was definitely interested in taking Willy Wonka on. There are drafts that didn't really go anywhere, and there's a short story. He didn't really write sequels, but this was the one book where he clearly felt there was more in the tank. There's an awful lot more Wonka story that we have that we would like to tell. Well, we would definitely love that, sir. Compared to the difficulties encountered by some DC pictures, this one also has a real shot at becoming one of the studio's biggest hits of the year. And if this prequel is successful, it has the potential to become a new franchise for the firm. Also, it's time to take a pinch of salt now, since I do have to share a frustrating detail about the movie XXX4. Fans of the XXX series have been waiting impatiently for word on the fourth film in the series, and now they may not have much longer to wait. Although Vin Diesel had previously hinted at his participation in XXX4, talks over a director seem to have stalled. Except a recent story from Deadline suggests that the group has big ambitions for the future. H3 Entertainment is a new production business that plans to include elements of the metaverse, the Web3, and artificial intelligence in its films. The developers have also confirmed that they are working on a Brightburn sequel, and that XXX4 is still in development. More like in the earliest of early developmental stages. Of course, that's all they are willing to give us right now. Now, before you simmer in disappointment, here's a nugget of joy to brighten your day. Remember Baby Rocket Raccoon, the adorable character introduced in this year's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3? Rocket Raccoon has been a fan favorite ever since his introduction in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 in 2014. His origin was explored in James Gunn's third film, which also laid the groundwork for his future in the MCU. I mean, think of how cute that sequel would be. Kristen Lepore, who directed I Am Groot, also finds Rocket Raccoon's origin to be particularly interesting. And quite surprisingly, the exciting possibilities of the Marvel Cinematic Universe have been expanded upon by her suggestion that Rocket Raccoon be the next Marvel character to get the spin-off treatment, and we are here for it. Not to forget, it has been suggested that Jake play Reed Richards in the next Fantastic Four reboot. Then again, with no word of confirmation from either camp, it appears like Driver and Gyllenhaal are the frontrunners. Meanwhile, according to the most recent information, Adam Driver turned down the offer, although rumors suggested the studio might try to recruit him again when the strikes end. But here's the twist. Jake Gyllenhaal is in the running for Reed Richards in the Fantastic Four reboot. Though it's going to be a bit weird given we have only seen him play villains. That said, this will be the actor's second time playing dual roles in a Marvel film. Previously, Gemma Chan has portrayed two distinct characters in the Marvel films, Captain Marvel and Eternals. And oh, the premiere date for the Fantastic Four reboot has been set for May 2nd, 2025, so don't forget that. Now, if today was as interesting as I tried it to be, how about you hit the bell icon to catch the channel for more updates? Until then, take care.